All right. Good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're at, folks. It's your man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodyman Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Before we start, folks, I want to wish a lady who I'm a fan of. Today is her birthday. She is a legend, and one Miss Hella Trevino. I want to wish her a happy birthday. She's now in Dubai. She's not competing this year because of an injury. But we'll probably see her next year, and I hope she. Way by looks for it, I think she's gonna look really fantastic next year because I think she's enjoying this time and just really refueling. So anyway, I am got a lady right here. This lady is a competitive NPC competitor in physique. She's a mother. She is a model. She's a instructor. She's an all-around lady. This is one Miss Wendy Levra. If I got the name right, you can tell me if I got it wrong.
Levra. That works.
Yeah, I appreciate your time. And I reach out to her because, I always reach out to these ladies, especially the ones like NPC has a lot of up and comers. And, I reach out to women, especially women who look like they have potential, most definitely have potential. And you look right now, she has potential. Yeah. So, man,
Thank you.
introduce yourself. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, tell us how you got into this sport of muscle and masculinity.
Um, I started going to the gym. Well, I kind of went off and on like in my 20s and then kind of got lazy. But after I had my second son, um, I kind of gained a little weight and I started going, I kind of just went into the group fitness classes, but I always had kind of an athletic build. So I was a little bit muscular and I always thought I was fat, like it wasn't the cool thing when I was in school.
It
so,
wasn't either for me either.
but the ladies, yeah. So the ladies at the gym that I go to now, kind of, they were like, you should compete, and I hadn't even heard of it really. I didn't know anything about it. So I kind of looked into it and I was like, hey, I'm going to try it. So, um, yeah, I went from there and my first show, I kind of looked, not so great, but ever since then, I just wanted to, that's all I want to do now.
Mhm.
So
That's the thing. Yeah, that's
not
the thing
that
is like
interesting,
it's a,
but
yeah. Well, it's a story because I think it's about when you found yourself. Because like I know this interviews with ladies like yourself who were mothers, they had kids, and then after having the children, they put on weight, and then they decided, let me work out a little bit, and then somehow they just hit their peak sometimes, and and to be able to compete. Also, as you know, you have two kids at the time, and that is a lot to do
hmm
because I know some ladies who are like yourself who are competing, who have families. It's not like back in the day. A lot of people back in the day, when bodybuilding started out, a lot of women were single, then they had responsibilities of children. But there's a I would say in these last few years there is an explosion of women who are coming to the sport who have families. I remember back in the day when I was a bodybuilding fan, it was like maybe two women I knew of that was competing and had children, and that was Diane Dennis and Krista Bach, and they were the first moms with muscles. Generally, all everybody else was just single. They may have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and some of them were lucky enough they had the kids after they competed. But and there's only a handful that do have children now and competing. And that's a lot. There's a lot of sacrifices you got to make.
yep. Well, and as moms, we kind of put everything into our families, our kids and everything. And eventually you just kind of have to find something for yourself. Like we lose ourselves in our families and or at least I did. A lot of us do, I think. And you have to find some kind of outlet, and that was my outlet, and it's like I just found myself. That's what I want to do, and it gives me something for me. So,
Yeah. And what was it like with your kids when they're coming up and their mom lifted weights and they probably said when they went to school, my mom's stronger than your dad. Was that they ever were they proud of you as as their mom and seeing you as you develop as a competitor as an athlete.
yeah, they are. They're really proud of me. Yeah,
Hmm.
they both kind of went to the gym and stuff. My youngest doesn't go to the gym as much, but he's more about just being healthy. My oldest was always we were comparing biceps and you know. But my
I don't know.
youngest, he's just wants to be healthy and strong, so he likes to deadlift and stuff like that. But he doesn't really care. He thinks it's cool though, you know.
Now, how old are your boys?
My oldest is 26 and my youngest is 16.
Yeah, he's developing. He's growing up. He don't be
Yeah,
want to hang with
yeah,
mom too
they're both
much.
about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
almost an empty nester, so
And pretty much, some people didn't know this about this. You're also a grandmother. I just recently saw you have another grandchild. Congratulations!
yep,
And and
yep.
that's the thing. I have a lady who is I become friendly with Miss Marianne Wachowski. She's also a grandmother, and she's IIP Pro. As a lady who I also know, Miss Claire Rouse. She's also a grandmother and IIP Pro. It's quite a few women in this bodybuilding who are women of maturity who are grandmothers, mothers. It's just you got to respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, and my granddaughter loves it. She likes I don't know if you've heard of that movie Encanto, but there's like a really strong lady on there
Oh
and
yeah, I
she
heard that movie. Yeah.
lifts everything. So she calls me I don't remember her name, but she thinks that's me. So she's always strong like Amma. She calls me Amma, and so she's always flexing and she's 4. She's adorable.
Yeah, that's a good thing. With children, they have just this when you see something and it inspires them, and or especially some like yourself, being your granddaughter, she sees you about every other day, and she just I think it's just the thing about children's minds. Their hearts are so open and loving. I know I got a friend, her and her granddaughter, they hang out together, and she loved that. She took her granddaughter to one of the competitions. She loves seeing her grandma on stage. She ever been to your competitions
Yeah.
yet, or And
No,
she said,
I usually compete too far away. So,
"Oh,
it's usually like back east or somewhere. So
yeah.
it's hard for them to get there,
Oh
but
yeah, because like I
hopefully
gotta say, 'cause,
someday.
yeah, and are you prepping for any shows, or are you just taking the time off into
Yeah, I'm planning on competing at North Americans again this year. So,
mm,
I'm going to be competing in both physique and women's bodybuilding. So
mm,
I'm about 8 weeks out now.
that's good. Also, you should know this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this information. The Olympia's coming back to Nevada, so back in Vegas,
Uh-huh.
and this year they're having women's bodybuilding. So
Yes.
so that's the option for you. So you can do both physique and bodybuilding, and
Yep.
it's a great opportunity, for to I wanted to go to Olympia, but they moved it. I live in North Carolina. They moved it from Florida back to Vegas. I said, no, no,
Oh.
I don't want to fly. I had a lady I've been friends with, and she told me she was doing a show. Say, "Will you come to my show?" Say, "Where?" Okay, let me see if I can find a bus or a train get there. Say, "Well, no, there's no train. You have to fly." I'm a big dude, and and I got paid double for a seat. Oh no, no, no! I'm not.
Oh man.
I'm not Mr. T. I want to fly food. You guys to get me something.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just But like I said, it's just it's being the NPC and NPC competitor. I know I talked to a lady a while back, said that it costs y'all a good amount compared to being a pro, because you're not working for competing for prize money. You're competing for regional and national competitions, and where which you don't get much money. And I talked
Yeah.
about this on my channel. For some lot of you ladies, if you have a job or something like that, it's good. But there's that side where sometimes you have to do certain, as I call them, excuse my language, beat the meat websites to make a little
Uh-huh.
income in between shows. And I think one thing we talk about here is that bodybuilding should be more profitable, especially when you get to the pro levels. Because I know ladies say they get the pro cards, they have to pay like $300 every year, and you should be something out for it. As you yourself as a competitor, you feel like there should be a little bit more of a profit for you, even as once you get to the pro level, because you're putting in so much money, you're just working in the red.
It would be nice, yeah. I mean, even if you could just win like maybe your registration back or something like that would be cool. I mean, because registration's expensive. I
Mm-hmm.
know like USA's um is like if I wanted to compete in both bodybuilding and physique, it would have been $700 at USA's in Vegas. I mean, that's a lot of money when you figure that doesn't even include your hotel, tanning, makeup, suit. I mean, you're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars. And North
Yes.
Americans, it's going to be like $600. So,
Mm,
but
yeah.
a lot of times, I mean, I've been lucky enough to get sponsors and stuff. So it helps. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that helps because the fact is like, like the other divisions like bikini and I would say figure and fitness, some of the girls get sponsors, but even few physical competitors can get sponsors, and few bodybuilders and most of our bodybuilders rarely get sponsors unless you get to a level like we get right, well, a company like Wings of Strength, where you have an ambassador
mm,
program, and that
yeah.
program give the ladies a certain amount of a per diem. They do the booths and they work, that's the way they can make money. And if there was a better way, as I said against NPC IVB, y'all people are the talent. We come to see you, so why not
Hmm.
you are making money like you should?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I said, even just the registration be cool, but
Yeah. So what
something.
what now? What you like about this sport? What got you into it? What do you like about it?
Um, Honestly, I love that I love the discipline. I love that I can sculpt my body the way I want to. To me, it's an art. I mean, if I want to grow my lats bigger, I can do that. I can make my waist smaller. I can make my legs bigger, which I've never had a problem with that because my legs have always been huge, but they just overtake my body anyway. Your arm, you can just create a whole art form out of your body. It's just, yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Where
So,
I
and
see, yeah, I see ladies like almost like sculptures. You're creating a sculpture. You're building something. You're designing something. Also
mhm,
like a blacksmith, or you're taking iron. It's metal sharpening metal. You're building
yeah,
something, and it's just I respect that. Now I have some particular things I don't like I'm not a big fan of tattoos. Sometimes it's like putting graffiti on art, and sometimes some women go overdo it. Like, I know you have them, but some women do overdo it with the breast implants. I see some women that just look like they should be like floaties in the ocean.
yeah. I actually am not a fan of mine anymore. I don't mind the one on my arm, but the one that was on my side was supposed to be small and it got messed up. And then it became a cover up, which got too big to cover up the side. And it just became a whole thing. So, yeah, that's a whole nother story. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
which I don't like because now it just covers up everything.
yeah,
But
and that's
what do
and
you
that's the thing
do?
about yeah. Sue the tattoo artist. He's the one who did it. He made mess. Take the court. Take the people's
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
Folks, right here, I'm
Yeah.
talking with Miss Wendy here. Her information description. Also, she has a cash app. If you want to sponsor her, being junior, I know there's some guys out there. You see a pretty lady like this, you get excited, but you know my rules, guys. No D pics. Don't you see? She has a man. And the
Please
dude's
don't.
big. This is a big dude. Your boyfriend Sean. How long y'all been together as a couple?
Oh, 5 years?
And
Yeah.
he's a much younger gentleman, and you are a much mature woman. And I think it's like I think that when I'm right here like that. Sometimes women, when they get to the age, they are more a little bit more, and guys in the point where they're still young and vital. I think that you're kind of meshed together.
Yeah. He keeps me young. It's good.
Yeah, that's gonna keep
And
that's
he's
gonna keep
very
you.
supportive of me, so it helps.
and that's and that's good for especially I know with a lot of people like out there who are not fans of female bodybuilding, who look at you women like say, okay, she's
Mhm.
trying to be a man. Guys, this is a very attractive woman. Even though she got arms bigger than
Thank you.
mine, she's an attractive woman. And I don't see. And it's funny how I'm a man right here. I'm a muscle person, Smo, and and how they look at us as guys say, "Why you like that? Are you gay or something?" Say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 dude." If I was gay, I wouldn't be attracted to
Uh-huh.
women like that. I'd be attracted to somebody like Big Ramy like that. Or I used to have a man crush on
Right.
Schwarzenegger, and I hear some stuff I don't know that I think I'm just kind of turned off by it. I still have my Vin Diesel man crush. It's be a yard or a mile, a win's a win. And it's just you ladies, you come into the sport. Bodybuilding's been around for quite a long time, and it's for women. It's not as popular compared to the men. You know, um,
Mhm.
but then you are athletes just like them. But it take like I said, you mentioned before the cost of your tanning, your makeup, your hair, your suits. It's really some say, why is it worth it? Really worth it? when you're pretty much spending out maybe a ransom just to compete?
To me, it is. It's a sport. You know, it's like anybody. I mean, you think about what you spend, even people on their kids for their sports. I mean, it costs a lot to put kids in sports. I mean, we should all be doing what we enjoy. I don't care. I mean, money's money. We can't take it with us. So why not do what we enjoy? I mean,
Mhm. Yeah, it should
to me,
do.
it's
You
worth
should
it.
enjoy it. Yeah, and it's good that you get
Yeah.
support of your boyfriend, your sons, the rest of your family, and and
Yeah.
it's I got to you got to respect that. That family support is the one that keeps you going, and and dealing with
Mhm.
everybody else's issues with women with muscle. Just say, what, if you don't like you, because I sent you that little thing how the men say women should have muscles, but where's yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's usually what I say.
yeah, and it's those guys who don't even look like they can bust a grape are the ones who have
Hmm.
issue with your muscle. Either if they are either intimidated or some of them can. Like, truthfully, there's some guys kind of like borderline undercover muscle fans, and they don't want everybody else like it's like this. Like sometimes you mess with a chick and you don't want anybody to know, and you have to get a fight with your best friend and say, "I ain't touch that, I ain't touch her, I ain't touch her, I ain't touch her." And that's how the mentality of some guys out there. But
Yeah.
you are, like I said again, and I'm going to say this: you are a very highly attractive woman, and
Thank you.
and there I did recently I did an interview with a, I don't know if you know her of her. Her name is Jamie Pinder, and she made certain
Uh-huh.
comments, and one of the ladies that know me, she sent the video to me. I reached out to her. We had a discussion, and she shared her point of view. I listened, and I gave my point of view. And that's the thing is, it's about give and take. In this sport, what's considered, um, you know, more conducive, or stuff that's not as popular, like the use of pads, also other issues, especially dealing with women, and the debate of should this division, especially bodybuilding, should be around. What's your thoughts on that
If bodybuilding should be around
for women?
for women, yeah. Why shouldn't it be? It's around for men. I
Hmm.
mean,
I
you
think
know?
it's more of an issue. I think it's an issue of a double standard, because if you got to think about it,
Yeah.
with men, he was here for a long time. But then, if you look at the women's divisions, it has grown the last few years. For women's bodybuilding to
Hmm.
fitness to figure to physique to you have wellness, particularly bikini. Well, actually, think about it. Bikini started out. Bodybuilding started out. Women's bodybuilding started out with bikini, and that's just something they pulled from another thing.
Yeah.
So if you had a choice, is would you stick with physique, or would you feel like you're more of a bodybuilder?
I feel like I'm more of a bodybuilder. I
Hmm.
love bodybuilding. I mean, we'll see what happens, see what the judges say, but
Hmm.
I love it so
Yeah.
far. I haven't competed in it yet, but just the posing and how it shows off my musculature, I just feel like I fit. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's like anything, it's a process, and once you find your footing and your place, you can really grow as a competitor. Like now, if you look at the other division like physique, it's kind of crowded. They got a show tomorrow, which is the Portugal Pro. There's only 4 women's bodybuilder, but there's at least 12 women physique competitors. And this year,
Hmm.
we're talking how it's just been not too looking good for women's bodybuilding. There's been shows where you had 1 or 2 competitors, sometimes 3 or 4. I think the most was New York, and I think in the
Yeah.
NPC, yeah, it's not as many women going over to women's bodybuilding like it used to back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Hmm.
definitely not as popular, but physique wasn't as popular for a long time either. I mean,
Hmm.
I can remember like my first show, I think there was 3 women in physique. And now there's like the last at North Americans when I went in 2020, there was I think 18 girls in my class and then 21 in the open class. So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's stacked. I know one lady I did an interview with. I think you're under Shelby Starnes, right?
I was.
Oh yeah, okay, you was. I had interviewed a couple of ladies who were, I would say, once your stablemates. a lady by the name of Marilyn Yee. She is under CLB, and also a lady I'm friends with. We met a while back, Mr. Amanda Snooks, and they compete in physique. But I know I was talking to Marilyn. She's thinking about take some time and develop and grow because of the fact that she's pretty impressive. And it's that when you figure out where you place and how you fit, you have to really progress as an athlete, as a competitor. I know, as you know, some women jump. I saw a show, a woman jump on stage, and she looked like she needed at least a year or two before she really can compete, and that's in the pro levels.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, a lady I just met last week, who's Ivy Pro. We were talking about how the girl just didn't look like she was in the right division. There was so much things that need to be prepped, and when you getting ready, are you coaching yourself or somebody? You got a new coach?
I actually started with Nelson Jones, and he's been great. So, yeah. He's Ivana Ivusic's coach. Wilkin.
That's really cool. And that's the thing is that I know some ladies who talk about they jump from coach to coach because they got to find the right field. You with Shelby, who was a very popular coach, but there was some little issues and feedback. I know Helen Trevino, who I just mentioned, she was with Shelby, and after the Rising Phoenix, she switched to Nasir, and she's he's in Dubai. In fact, that's what helped her get second place at the Olympia. It's that feeling when you get that right coach. It's kind of like for you when picking shoes, you can get that right pair of shoes. Do I wear the red pumps or wear the black slides?
Yep. Exactly. Sometimes you just have to click with somebody, and that's it. And some people can't seem to figure out your body, or maybe it's you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not working. So you got to figure out what you need to do and find a good coach that works with you. So I think I found that this time.
Yeah. So, your first show, what was that feeling like when you're on stage? What was that feeling you get?
I was so excited just to be there. I wasn't nervous at all. My first show, I was just so happy that I even made it that far. I felt such a sense of accomplishment that I got there, that I had the discipline. I never thought I could have been disciplined enough to do that, because before that I just ate whatever I wanted and did whatever. And so I was really proud of myself. I had a real sense of pride being there.
Yeah, I know. I eat what I want, and this is what happened to me. But I'm trying to get a little smarter now because I'm getting a little older. I got a little smarter, and the diet part is the hardest part about I know there's days where I see if I had a choice between an apple or a cinnamon bun, and it'd be calling me, man. It'd be calling my name, man. It'd be calling me, And then you got your kids. And when they were younger, and you were working out, competing, you got to eat quinoa with a tilapia, and they're eating chicken nuggets with macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, my son really likes Pop-Tarts, and I actually love Pop-Tarts too. So I'm always telling him, take them in your bedroom, because I can't look at those. Hide them from me.
Yeah, I mean, one day you might have that moment and say, "Where's Pop-Tarts? Give me mommy Pop-Tarts." And say, "No, mommy,
yes.
no."
You never know. I might have that moment.
You might be
and start crying.
You might be carrying around like Luke Rico, like in the Hulk smash, little man. Give me which is your favorite, strawberry, cherry, or which one your favorites?
I like the strawberry, and I like brown sugar cinnamon.
I like strawberry better. I know it's just it's so tasty. I think it's been a while since I eat Pop-Tarts. I mean, sometimes you be in the mood for something, and you'll be like, and if like, what's your favorite, after show, or when you get a moment, what's your cheat meal? What do you want? What do you crave for? What do you eat?
Oh my gosh, it changes all the time. Last time it was chicken and waffles. I just wanted chicken and waffles. A lot of times it's just a cheeseburger and fries. But yeah, last time it was chicken and waffles. I ate chicken and waffles for like 4 days straight.
She
Everywhere I
said that.
went, it was chicken and waffles.
Sean, you like to say, are you kind of like feeling that? Are you don't tell me no. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I was like, and I will like look all over for the best chicken and waffles in the city wherever I'm at. So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's the food part is one thing, exercise, cardio, all that, like, when you lift, do you lift heavy or you lift light while you're prepping?
Uh, it doesn't really change. I lift heavy. I work as hard as I possibly can. Lots of drop sets and yeah, champion sets, just, 30, 40 reps sometimes if I can. I just work as hard as I can.
That's really good. Like I
I
know
mean,
I used to lift.
obviously my strength is going to go down, but
Yeah. Well, I used to lift when I was younger. When I used to play high school football, I was like 17, already bench pressing 350, and guys asking George, "Man, you strong? Can I ask you something, George?" Say what? You ever had something, George? Say no. Well, son, you cock strong. And I say, and then when you have something, then you're like, Samson, we got his haircut. Yeah, you got a job. That's it. Life is just, and that's the thing is, you working, you competing, and you gotta find time between your relationship and your family, and that's the thing about it. There's so many sacrifices you gotta make. I know your son, your younger son, he plays sports, or he's you know,
he was in track for a little while. He tried the shot put and stuff, but he's not a fan of it. He rides a dirt bike and he's a bass player. So that's
mm-hmm,
his thing.
mm-hmm. And I know that
Yeah.
there's
My
times
kids are
where,
both musicians.
yeah, that's cool. And I know there's time where they will hope for
Yeah.
you, like when you come to see your shows, you gotta say, well, I gotta. And ever there been this situation where I had a competition, but my kids got a recital? That is a debate. Did that ever you ever been put into that corner?
No, he's never had a recital or anything. He was in marching band for a little bit, but never during a competition or anything. I've been pretty lucky there. So usually they're in the summer when I compete, so haven't had to do anything. And my youngest has got to come with me to all of my competitions so far. So,
You think that
but
doing
now that he's
being
getting older, he's like, nah.
yeah, not I used to like when my mom was alive. My mom was we lived together for a long time, and she was my riding buddy. We used to go to the yard sales and we go out together. Sometimes we used to go out with my oldest brother when he was 11, living in and we like this all boys. We the quote the late Anthony Perkins in the movie Psycho. A boy's best friend is his mother, and that's the first
Uh-huh.
woman we love. You're the first woman we love in life. We measure every woman to our mothers. And I remember somebody told
Yeah.
me a long time ago when I was used to work at and when I used to work at textiles. They say, "George, you live with your mama?" I said, "Yes, yes, ma'am, I do." Say, "Well, son, do what you got to do as a man, but always come back home to your mama." And that's what I did. I went out and did as a man, came home with my mama. But now just me. My woman's gone, and that's my mom was my woman. I took care of her when she was sick, and now it's just
Yeah.
just me. Yeah, and doing this content and talking to ladies like you really inspires me because she made me the person who I am. And you feel like you inspire your sons, as a mother and as a hard worker and as an athlete.
Yeah, I would hope so. I teach them
Mhm.
how to treat women, and you know, I want them to be good citizens in society and work hard and treat their women with respect. And yeah, I hope I inspire them. I feel like I do.
Yeah,
They
yeah. My,
always
my
tell me I'm
mother.
the coolest. So,
Yeah, yeah. My mom and dad were together for 55 years. 30 of my father lived in New Jersey, and my mom was back here in North Carolina. But to quote one of my favorite characters, my father was a drunk and a fiend. My mother never liked it, not one bit. Yeah, I love that movie. We got here one of my brothers and partners here. Hey, George Page and Wendy. That's my man Exe Gucci. Thank you, brother, for coming through, dropping that like, smash, follow Miss Whitney. And yeah, that's the things. We learn how to be men. We actually, as men, we learn to be men from other men, but we learn how to be better men from our mothers, because what we pretty much we pick your minds about women, like I said, your oldest son has I know he's in a relationship, him and his girlfriend together. They have kids and they have a family, and that's a good thing. And especially when you're coming from like I said, my parents were together, but they were married, but they weren't really together, per se. And she had to raise me,
Yeah.
my three older sisters, my two brothers, and also two grandkids. And that's a lot of work. And and like I said, what you said about how a woman puts so much into her family, that's true. It's just you put so much in your
Mhm.
family. I mean, there's times where my brother, who's like, my brother's 44, and when he was around my mom, that was her baby. And like your baby, you do anything for the baby. The baby is like I told one guy, I say the baby is mama's favorite because that's the last child she has. The oldest is usually dad's favorite because that's the firstborn. But your baby, that's your baby. That's the one you remember you cuddling. Like, I'm not gonna have it anymore. This is my baby. And I know, he's there with you, and y'all have a good. He's getting to that point where, like I said again, he's getting older, and he's like, he's distancing himself. But there are times when he gets older, he say, "Mom, I really appreciate you. I love you. And I'm glad you're in my life."
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my oldest right now. But I don't know. I think they both do. My youngest is already like that. I have the best kids in the world. I couldn't
that's good.
ask for anything better. I'm proud of both of them. Yeah.
XA says, LOL, the Joker. Yes, XA, I like to do the Joker anytime I do these interviews. And we have here David Bryant. Wendy is awesome. You getting some fans on here, And that's the thing is,
Well, thank you.
when I do this content and when I get a chance to interview ladies, guys are just we try to say, wow, man, you talk to these women. I mean, these are, like, and it's I think a lot of men we see women like you, they get intimidated. And like, I mean, she got these muscles and plus she's pretty. I mean, I don't know, how can I talk to her? I'm just scared.
I'm too nice.
That's the thing. You're
No
nice.
reason for anybody to be scared.
That's the thing when I talk to ladies. When you're out in public, they feel people stare at them. They get a bit intimidated. But you're still a woman, no matter how much muscle you have, no matter how big you are. How tall are you?
5'2".
Five. Yeah, that's I think you're just an inch shorter than Alicia Young. She's 5'3".
Yeah, I'm a short one.
Well, it's see what is why since I've been a fan bodybuilder, usually the shorter women can really put on some muscle because because the frame is a lot smaller.
Yep.
You seem like you can we do a bicep pump. It seems like your bicep like about the size of a softball. I know a lady who I'm friends with. She's taller and says it's harder for her to put on that muscle because her legs and her arms are a lot longer. But you compact women, you can really just put on muscle like that and you just look so massive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've had people tell me they thought I was taller, but yeah, I'm pretty short and just wide, I guess.
Yeah. It probably did like you like, and I'm gonna quote a lot of movies because I'm a big movie fan. It probably did you like Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse. You're like, hey, you Dalton. I thought you were bigger.
Yep.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's the size thing is one thing. Like clothing, like you got a nice shirt. Can you show us the shirt, please? How it looks? Yeah.
I don't know if that helps.
I think it's is that War and
It
Riot
says
or
warrior.
Warrior? Oh,
It's
Warrior.
warrior. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Iron Rebel. Warrior sporting
Uh,
the Iron Rebel
uh,
today.
oh, that's one of your sponsors, or
No, I wish. No, Iron
yeah.
Rebel sponsor me.
Hey, like this. If anybody, I'm gonna say this like this, I put it out here right here. Anybody who watches my channel, watches this interview, and you know somebody working with Iron Warrior, and they looking for a athlete to sponsor Miss Wendy right here. I mean, I think she'll probably be,
Thank you.
she probably be great for advertisement, because like I said, she's a very attractive woman. You can look over the muscle. I mean, what I mean, that's the one thing about the hard part. So you have sponsors, and it's hard for Liza Ladies to get people back. Back in the day when I was watching bodybuilding, I used to remember, ladies be on the cover of the magazines, they'd be in the magazines. But now in the last few years, it's just kind of really most mags have mostly guys, or I know they had this thing called the health for fitness thing every single year for her when they advertise for who wants to get to be in the cover. But generally, a lot of ladies who I follow sent me say, "Hey, vote for me." I voted for you, but the fact is, they never, ever, rarely ever put anybody as a real bodybuilder. They put like some kind of a
No.
model or a fitness girl, and it's just not fair. What's the point of asking you, "Hey, you apply," and then you're not going to get picked?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a scam. Like, I don't know. I think people can even pay for votes. I mean, how fair
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
I don't pay for
I
vote.
feel like that's just a scam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay no votes because what I do, I just wait till a day till time for me to revote again. I ain't gonna pay. I live on a budget, and every little
Yeah,
dollar counts. You know,
me
and you
too.
try to make George Washington, try to make a George Washington bleed for me, George, bleed for me. You know,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yeah.
We get here, David Bryant. I thought she was taller. I hope she gets pro card soon. Excellent, excellent shape and beauty. You got a new fan.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Hey, David.
I
Yeah.
talk to David sometimes. He's nice.
Oh, that's nice. He knows you, so he follow you. That's cool. That's again. It's good to have these
Yeah.
fans. I'm since I started to do content, I got guys who say, you know what, man, I didn't know much about bodybuilding until I started watching your content and your videos and interviews. Because the fact is, people just thinking, oh, all women who do steroids are on steroids and popping pills, and but there's more to that. Now, that's one of the factors of the sport is the use of supplements,
Mhm.
EPOs, but the rest of it is hard work.
Yeah. I wish it was just that easy. That would be cool. Just take a few pills and bam.
Where there's an old saying, nothing worth having is ever easy.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So, like I said, now you are, like I said, you're gonna do the North Americans. I know I recently talked to a lady who's also she's double dipping. She's doing North American. She's doing figure and physique, and we said again, it's a
Oh,
cost.
cool.
And it's the cost of that. And um, you know, what's your feeling? Do you feel like this is gonna be your time? Do you feel like, I got this, I got this?
Yeah, I do. But I always go into it with that mindset. You can't go in it like, you know, half-assed. You, sorry if I can't say that, but you have to
No,
go
that's fine. That's
into it
fine. We're
like
adults here. We're
a
adults here.
winner, like the champion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Always go
like
in
my
it with a confident champion mindset.
mhm.
Have
Like
to.
the quote. Like I said, once again, I'm gonna quote another movie. That's my man Rocky Balboa. Last this week was the 76th birthday of Sylvester Stallone, aka Rocky Balboa. And Rocky said, like, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving
Hmm.
forward. And and
Right.
it's yeah. And I know you get on the stage, you up there with another girl, and then you feel like I'm better conditioned than her, but then the judges go like, okay, we go with her, and that's crazy about the judge
Hmm.
criteria. I mean, like, I was talking with a friend of mine. She said how they want the women to be more feminine, but still they're awarding to certain ones. And at one point we say, okay, we will award the girls who are a little bit more feminine. No, we will award the girls who are a little bit more aesthetically styrated. It's just up and down what they want. I mean, recently, as Arnold Schwarzenegger, he did this again. He did it back in 2013 when he walked quietly behind. And I'm gonna quote one of my movies. I'm gonna quote one of my movies. XA. Batman Begins when Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul walked to Bruce Wayne to order to take care of the enemy. He walked quietly behind him and stabbed him in the heart. And then he does this when we're in bodybuilding and does it with the physique. And then you look at the other divisions like figure and fitness. The girls are getting to the level where you can't tell difference between either. Like you look at these like someone like Missy Trescott, you would think that she is a figure competitor, and you look at someone like um John on Jung, you think she's a big competitor, but they're both two different divisions, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. What do the judges want to see as yourself as a competitor? What do you think that this should be? Should be awarded by your aesthetics or awarded by your looks?
I'm
Tough
not
one,
a
huh?
judge, so it's hard for me to, yeah. But I think there should be a definite difference between divisions. I mean, I feel like bikini is getting up there to where it's almost like figure sometimes. Um, at the pro level, they're getting a lot leaner and leaner and leaner. Um, and figure, sometimes you can't tell the difference between them and physique. So I
Mm.
think, yeah, there should be a difference. Physique is almost up there with bodybuilding sometimes. They're just a little bit less full. I mean, give them a few carbs and they're in there. They're gonna look fuller, and so I don't know. I That's a hard one. Sometimes
Yeah.
I see what they're choosing and I'm confused. I'll just say
Yeah.
that much. But I mean, I
Yeah.
think it would be hard to be a judge though. So I don't know what their rules are. I wouldn't want to talk bad about the judges because I think it would be hard. You're seeing them for how many seconds, out there on stage, and you've got to make a quick decision. So I don't know. I think they have a hard job too.
Well, that's a good honest answer because it's a great debate. I would say, and I would say talk amongst among your friends and share how you feel about that. But I think this is my theory of it. Figure what should happen to it should become physique. The physique women should go up to women's open because back in the day they did had a lightweight and heavyweight division for women's bodybuilding back in the 2000s, and I think she should bring that back. And it's crazy about the bikini girls. I know a lady who's a NPC judge and a professional and a pro, and she told me how she had gotten approached by bikini girls about EPO and stuff like that. And you thinking, wait a minute, I can say maybe diuretics, because they want to come in skinnier, but bikini, but what somebody said, MMA fighter by the name of Nick Diaz said that everybody use steroids, and that's the thing about it. Everybody use it, and then your sport gets the finger pointing at it, saying like, "Oh, you're on steroids." But you look at all the other sports use it, but it's just easier to pick on bodybuilding than it is anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure that the NFL and everybody else is on steroids.
Yeah,
I mean, let's face it, you know. I don't know.
it's a tough question to answer, but it's about always what people think, and sometimes you can't change people's mind. They have their opinions and their thoughts, but as long as you know that you're the type of person that you are who you are, and you're doing what you got to do as an athlete. You are an athlete. You may not be throwing a football. You may not
Mhm.
be running down the court like LeBron James, or you're in the ring like Mike Tyson, but you're an athlete. You got to compete. You got to work out. I know steroids is used to help you give you stamina so you can work out longer. As also is good for you to heal so you can come back and work out. Because you know what, like I said, it really it's a strain on the body, especially when you're much older. When you're younger, you can run and go all day, but there's days like I said, I got two bad days like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and there's some days like I don't want to be walking.
Mhm.
I'm tired. I'm done. Yeah. We have here
Mhm.
is Omar Costa. Are you single, beautiful girl? I'm sorry, Omar. She is not. She has a boyfriend. She got a man. So no, Omar, no picking up dates on here. And the woman of my dreams. Oh, what kind of dreams, Omar? Wet dreams? No, we're not having that right here right now. Yeah. But like I said, we're not gonna hold you too long, because I do appreciate your time. Because I know it's 3 o'clock. I think it's about time for you. I know it's about time for you to eat because I already had my supper, and I know you got to get ready, the gym, everything else. You cook for your man too, because that's the thing. You got to cook for your man.
Yeah, we cook for each other because we both are bodybuilders. So most of the time I do cook, the chicken and whatever, but sometimes he has to pick up the slack. When I'm in prep, it's kind of hard. I have my days where I'm extremely exhausted and I
Yeah.
just don't have the energy. to pick up the slack. But most of the time, yeah. And my kids, I got to cook for them. So yeah, I'm a
Well,
pretty damn good cook. I will say that when I want to.
yeah, you're just that damn good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, take pride in like my mom. She taught me and my older brother and my one of my nephews how to cook, and we can cook pretty good. I got my younger brother and my oldest nephew. They microwave. They don't know how to cook to save their life if they have to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember one time my niece, my great niece, was visiting us, and my nephew said he was going to cook. She had a look on her face, and like, eh. And then I said, "Well, baby, I want to cook later." And she said, "You gonna cook, Uncle George?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook." She said, she got excited. It's like it's like the heavens open up and say, "Daddy can't cook." You know that Uncle George just said, "No, your daddy can't cook. He can't. He's Mr. Microwave. That's all he knows how to do. He can use the oven, but
That's funny.
stove top. And that's it. That's about it." We got here your man David Bryan. When will Wendy compete again? David, you came in earlier. She's going to do the North Americans. That's right. Yeah, North Americans.
Yep.
That's in
September 2nd and 3rd.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm planning on going into a show in Savannah, in Georgia. It's gonna be the first show going because I've been planning on this because doing this content. I want to actually because I used to watch bodybuilding on television, like NPC and ESPN and Fox Sports. Yeah, but in the last few years they don't show it anymore. You can watch on ESPN now. Right now, so tonight later they're gonna show UFC. I watch that. I like watching UFC, but now you're seeing poker and cornhole and video games. I mean, it's just now you got to watch my bodybuilding. Well, me and Jimmy were talking about how bodybuilding. No one goes to shows, but why do you go to shows? You can watch it on television. It's like with movies now. Movies and stuff are streaming, so most people not going to movies much anymore, and so why you can watch it like certain shows on on television online. It's just it's changing. It's adapting.
Yep.
Yeah. So, folks, we're not going to hold them.
It's cheaper to watch it online too.
Yeah, I think my last show I watched was my dear friend Miss Jada Beverly. She did the Indie Pro, and it was like $10. I think there's a show that's coming on tomorrow. It's going to be like $20 or $30. You got to think about the cost of a ticket, and then getting parked, and gas, and the price of gas is like crazy. You might as well just get yourself a horse and start riding to where you got to go. Or get a mule.
I know.
Yeah. How much is gas out there how much gas out there where you at?
It's about $5 a gallon. Yeah.
Ooh.
How about there?
Well, I just got some gas because where I live I'm in 2 miles from South Carolina. And South Carolina gas is cheaper. Now, some places in North Carolina it'd be like $4.30, $4.45. And then this place here we call South the Border is a little tourist trap. I got gas for $3.99.
$3.99?
$3.99. It's a long way for you to come down here to get it, but yeah, $3.99. I probably fill up my tank.
Yeah, it cost me. I have a little car, and it cost me $100 to fill it the other day. I was like, "What the heck? $100 for a little car."
Don't you wish we could fly like Superman? Just go and just.
Yeah.
But then the problem is you got to carry groceries and then be hard part.
Yeah.
But like I said, I enjoy talking with really ladies like you, up and comers, and that's why my channel is trying to. I want to, like I said, I want to be an advocate for you ladies. I want to give y'all recognition because no appreciation needed. But I'm glad to get because this is what I can say. Whenever somebody tell me thank you, I like to quote my again. I'm gonna quote Batman. Yeah, excellent quote Batman. When at the end of the movie where Jim Gordon said to Batman said, "I forgot to thank you," and he tells him said, "You never have to." And the thing is, you ladies need recognition. If you look even on social media, there's only a few handfuls. Like you've done DD on the spot. There's the female bodybuilding channel, and I think that's about it. While all the others are dedicated to the man, or as I know your boyfriend's one of them. I call them the banana hammocks. So y'all ladies need as much recognition because you put as like I said, you put in such much time. You may not lift as heavy or eat as much as the men do, but it does cost you much. Instead of getting a posing suits, cost you almost a month's rent. Then all the other stuff you have to put in, time, coaching, training. You gotta pay your coaches, you gotta pay your trainers. like I said, you're still in amateurs way, which you're not getting paid as much. And you, like I said again, you do have to make money off of certain websites. You know, that's the fetish end of the sport, where some of these make money off of, because the fact is, even that in that end of the fetish part, the guys still make more money than women, and that's the sad part about it. You know, it should be more profitable as
Mm-hmm.
as a competitor. And in the amateurs, you're not gonna get paid, but you know, it should be something, you know, for you, you know, a little something. Hey, you know what? You do a show. Let's recoup your interest fee. Let's get it back to you, because half of it, like, you know, hey, how about, okay, you pay $300, let's get you 150.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Something.
That'd be cool. Yeah, something,
Yeah.
because like I said, as fans, we come to see you people. We come to see you women. We come to see you men. We're there for you. We're not there to see the executives or anything like that. We come to see you, and we feel like you should get a little more out of it than that you deserve, than you put in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I
Appreciate
said,
it.
folks. Yeah, you're welcome again. But like I said, folks, we're gonna not gonna hold up too long now. You say you have sponsors. You want to shout your sponsors and anybody else?
Um, Elko Replenish Med Spa. They're sponsoring me and Dino Brunson. I appreciate them. So yeah, shout out.
Well, folks, as I said again, her information in the comment section. If you are someone who genuinely want to sponsor an NPC competitor, you know, hey, I can say, hey, I know things are tight. The price of gas is crazy. It costs you $10 for a cup of coffee, but you know, if you can put aside, you know, a few dollars here and there, you know, get a lady to her journey and possibly become a IFB pro. You know, that card costs $300. That little card, and that card should be
Mm-hmm.
anything out of it. You should get something out of it, like maybe life insurance, health insurance, anything you need while you're competing to help you out and maybe take some of the pressure off of you in your pockets. But folks, if you're interested in connecting with her, her social media is stuff in the description. Also, she has a PayPal. Sorry, Cash App. Reach out to her. Be genuine about reaching out. Don't be one of these guys like, Wendy. You're kind of pretty, so don't be one of those guys. And also, you know my rules, fellas. She has a very big boyfriend. The last thing you want to be sued, who said this about woman? Who said that? You're like, oh no. Especially you dated Brian. You better be careful, because I know you're friends with her. Be careful. No D pics. You know my rules, fellas. I know women like this, beautiful women like this, get you excited, but keep that inside yourself. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Well, like I said, like I said, we do. Wait a minute, we got here. My man David Bryant says, ladies pros deserve higher prize money. Yes, that's true. 3,500 or $5,000 not much compared to what guys getting 30 or $50,000. That's crazy. Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember I saw how
Yeah.
Big Mama walked away with nearly $500,000, while Andrew Shaw gets $50,000, and that's not much after you pay
Yeah.
taxes and that.
No.
She does get a car with strength, but you got to pay gas, insurance, and all that with that. But still, it should be at least, I would say, a couple $100 for Miss Olympia, and anybody else should be a little bit more, because you know what, you are making so many sacrifices, and you should at least try to get out of the black into the red.
Yeah. I mean, women. I mean, not to be rude, but I mean, women have to work like 3 times as hard to put on the muscle, and it costs us more to compete too. Like, you know,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
makeup, and the suits are like $2,000. I mean, a men's trunks are like $100.
Yeah, but then like your boyfriend, he wears his trunks. So like, hey, baby, say, baby, how much your trunks cost? Oh, $70. I said, what?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I do appreciate your time. I would say all the best of luck to you. Congratulations on your new baby. What's the name of your is it a boy or girl?
I've got a granddaughter. Her name's AJ, and my grandson, the new one, his name's Logan.
Well, happy birthday, Logan. Logan, like Wolverine. Yeah.
Uh
Here
huh.
you go, man. David Bryant. How about a fan funded prize money? Yeah, I think if the fans can afford it, David, and talks to you got to talk to promoters first. That's the thing is, it's the promoters you got to talk to, And if you're a person who has, like I said, if you're a person who has the means and the ways to support women bodybuilding, to bring in, the prize money, and you reach out to like some of these promoters, you say, hey, I watch your show. Hey, I want to give maybe about $40,000 exclusive to the women. We can break it down to the different female divisions where they can have a little something in their pocket, so they wouldn't have to do a lot of the photo sessions and these other stuff for like I said again, the BD websites to try to make an income out of this sport. So like I said, this sport should be more profitable for anybody who gets it, not just you ladies also, but also the men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's nice talking with you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Like I said, support Wendy's in our path. We hope to see her more in the future. We need ladies like this to keep the sport fueling, especially women who are mothers, who are wives, who are grandmothers, who have families to take care of. They make so much sacrifices, and at the end of the day, they should get something out of it instead of just hey, $35,000. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Okay. So thank you for your time, ma'am. I hope we see more
Thanks
in the
for having
future.
me.
You're welcome. You're welcome, like I said. And good luck in your upcoming show. And I hope this is a show where we should know what I did it. I did it. But like I said again, folks,
Me too.
support
I
her.
hope so.
Yeah, let's keep fingers crossed and let's say Hail Marys.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
folks, you're welcome again. Folks, we like to thank Miss Wendy for coming through, sharing her story. We hope her all the best in the future. I'd like to thank my brother Gucci 23, David Bryan, Omar Costa for coming through. Watch this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Support Wendy, support all these women and men in sport of bodybuilding. Like I said, these are athletes, and they should be recognized for their hard work, commitment, and passion for this sport. Just and be genuine. If you're interested in supporting any of these people, be genuine. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Anyway, folks, this is me all the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe. We are out. Have a great day.